everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today we're talking about one of my favorites in terms of gold mining stocks out there. This is also a cheap one, so you can buy one share for, right now it's trading on the New York Stock Exchange. If you see it up there, it's BTG, $2.79. Technically, by I guess the SEC's definition, this would be a penny stock under $5 per share, but it is a very large market cap company, not relatively huge, but it's about $3 billion. $3 billion is the market capitalization right now, I believe, where it's trading at. And as you can see, they do have producing mines. One reason I like this stock a lot is actually due to the dividend, which we're going to get into on this channel. And if you're new to this channel, or in this video, and if you're new to the channel, we talk about dividends, cash flow, all kinds of stuff on this channel related to the stock market, passive income, real estate investment trust, and the wheel strategy, covered calls, and really how to turn your portfolio or portfolios into cash flow machines, which may allow you to, retire with less. That's kind of the idea of this channel. We want to help people think about all the different choices out there, and then, of course, make decisions that are best for your risk tolerance and investing goals. But if you like those types of topics, consider hitting that subscribe button because we do this quite often. And like I said, this is B2Gold Corp. BTG is the ticker symbol. You can kind of look at the chart here, and that's the first thing we'll look at are the technicals. If we go to 2024 and beyond, so the beginning of 2024, we had this steep downtrend. We had some earnings, and we actually had a EPS reported of 7 cents. Estimate was going to be 8 cents. But you can then fast forward to the next earnings call. We had a beat in this case, 6 cents EPS. And then we also had a beat, that was a dividend, sorry. We had, looks like a miss actually. Something happened in the most recent quarter here, Q3. But yeah, I mean, overall, we still have earnings, right? So this is a profitable company. And there might be some changes going on structurally with the company. That could be a reason. There could be certain expenses showing up on the income statement. You could really deep dive that and get into it. But this company has been consistently profitable. And also in terms of consistency, this company also has paid a consistent dividend. And that's one thing I love about this company is that when you look at the dividend yield is not the most important thing, as I try to stress on this channel. You really want to look at like dividend payout ratio and stuff like that. But nonetheless, I mean, we have a consistent track record of dividends. We have gold prices and silver prices trending upwards, I would say. I mean, we've had a pullback recently, but we're still way up on gold. The price of gold is at an all-time high right now, so we're looking very good in that regard. And so it's only going to benefit these mining companies like BTG Gold, especially the producing ones, the ones that are profitable. When you get into the more speculative grade ones, you have the ones that are in development stage, let's say, and they don't have producing mines, or they may have one or two producing mines, but then they have a lot more projects. So this one has 3 producing mines right now. They also have development and exploration. You can kind of look at all their different projects and what they're working on. But nonetheless, these 3 mines that are producing at the moment are enough to make the company profitable. And speaking of profitability, looking at the most recent financials, they did post in 2023 a $41 million profit. You could go on, look at their EPS and see what they made. Only 1 cent per share. But if you look back at 2022, even though that was down, they actually had a much better year, $286 million that year, or 24 cents of EPS. So they had plenty of cushion that year, I'd say, to pay out that dividend they paid out. Going back even to 2021, $460 million. So I think it'll be interesting to see how they finish in 2024, because so far, they've had 3 quarters that have all been profitable. But this is not a mega Newmont mining type of gold mining stock either. This is a roughly $3 billion market cap right now. That's the wrong company. What am I doing here? I'm sorry, guys. Let me make sure I have the right company pulled up here first. Actually, I take that back. It's around a $5 billion market cap according to finviz.com. So still, not on the massive side in terms of mining stocks out there. But, it's been on the uptrend, kind of. It was small kind of wavelength here. We'll see what happens, because I think what's really going to end up happening is there's kind of this lag effect with gold prices, and when you start to see gold prices creep up, typically you can look forward, let's say 2 or 3 quarters, maybe a year in advance, and you can kind of see where those numbers are going to come in at. And I'm thinking right now with gold and silver prices, the way they've been trending upwards in 2024, I'm thinking that we are going to see this stock do relatively well in terms of their earnings. And so that's only going to help them continue to pay out the dividend. And, ultimately, if you're looking for dividends, you can also look at the fact that this is a very consistent track record company. There's the chart on TradingView. But if you look at, like we were just looking at here, they raised their dividend in 2020. Then they raised it to 4 cents. It's been that way ever since. And so the question is, if these earnings continue to do well, they continue to remain profitable, and they have the cash flow and the ability to pay out these dividends, what if they actually increase that dividend, right, from 4 cents, because it's been paying that for a while. What if they go to 6 cents or 8 cents down the road? So you could really start to see some solid dividend growth, and that's what I think this company has the potential for. So, of course, in addition, we were just looking at the TradingView chart here, and you kind of have this uptrend going back into even this is 2021 all the way back here. I'm sorry, no. Those are the month. No, that's way off. That's 2024, 2023. So going back, you can kind of see like the longer term trend line. This goes back into 2023 right here. And if you really wanted to, go further back, you could. But as you can see, it has a lot of volatility. It'll go up to almost like $6 a share. This happened back in 2021. So yeah, it reached almost $7 a share back in 2020 actually. So basically what this means is the stock could do it again. And if we have consistently profitable quarters where, the numbers are looking good and the dividend maybe gets raised, in addition to gold prices continuing to do well, I think it's only going to help this company. And the fact that you can buy it for less than $3 per share right now, I think is kind of a steal, my personal opinion. But with that being said, here's like the really long-term chart. You have these opportunities, right? So from under $3 all the way up to $7. Now, what if we get past $7 on the next run? Because we have this base forming kind of as support going all the way back to like 2017, 2016. Once it hits like 250, it kind of bounces off that level. And maybe that keeps happening. Maybe 250 is that solid support. Maybe $7 is more like the resistance long term. If we get back up to $7, that would be interesting to see if it can break that. But I think there's a possibility. I mean, that's over 100% upside from current levels, right? So this could be a 2x in addition to any kind of dividends that are paid out. And I give these, I guess you could say, predictions, right, with a grain of salt, because these are just my predictions. And I used to work in the financial services industry. I don't anymore. I did have my Series 7 license and all that kind of stuff. But nonetheless, this is just my personal opinion. So definitely look at it from your own risk tolerance, your own investment perspective. Look at it from what you're trying to achieve. Don't just take my word for it, right? But, like I said, on this channel, we talk about cash flowing opportunities. I just made a video the other day, actually, on another mining stock you might want to check out, Vail. There's some mixed opinions on this one. Vail, though, has been trending downward. And so the dividend yield has gone up. Over the last year, we're down 35%. So then you can ask yourself, is it like catching a falling knife? The dividend yield has gone up. I think it's like 14% the last time I checked. Yeah, 13.85%. But at the same time, just because it's paying a higher dividend yield doesn't necessarily mean that it's beneficial, right? So you have to look at everything. But I think this one has potential as well. It could be a bit oversold. Do your own research, though. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will see you in the next one.